I would be a liar and I would be a hypocrite if I would make this video with the energy of a mentor or a teacher and be like, "Oh, you shouldn't do it, man. Like, come on, like what's wrong with you?" Or "Life is beautiful, man. You should give life a shot." I would be a hypocrite. But the reason that I'm making this video, it is because I go through that thing myself. I go through a lot of, thoughts. I cannot say the full thing here because I'm gonna get my video canceled. But I wish I could say that I don't have any of those thoughts or the thoughts of ending the game, the game that I'm playing, which is called life. I wish I could lie to you. But no, as a matter of fact, most of the time I have these thoughts myself. I wanna end the game. I don't wanna play no more. Part of it is because I have one of the toughest things of mental health, which is complex PTSD. I have complex trauma, and I have a lot of personality disorder as well. I was diagnosed with a personality disorder, which it kind of prevents me from making friends. And it kind of like sometimes I feel lonely. Like I can have people around, I can make people laugh, but I feel like no one really understands me. I feel really lonely, which is a part of why I wanna end the game and I wanna stop playing this game. But the reason that I'm making this video is, you know, it's because I wanna like it's a demonstration of what I'm about to tell you in this video, which is you gotta give this game another shot. Like I'm 22, and I always felt like I was the loser that no one wanted to be my friend, and I grew up being not good looking. I was like really obese, really fat, and I suffered from a lot of bullying. So I guess my mind is like, what's the point? Like I guess that I'm looking at the future with the eyes of the past, with the same eyes of the past, and then my mind is kind of trying to tell me that nothing is gonna change in the future, that everything will be and will stay the same. I will stay stuck in the same condition where I am today, which is why a lot of people do it. Because think about it. The moment that you do it, or the moment that they have done it, it's because they have lost hope, right? I remember I read a book by Victor. It's called Man's Looking for Man's Searching Purpose, something like that. And it basically talks about how, back then with the Jewish and the NAZI, you know what I'm talking about, right? I don't want to mention any names. I don't want to get my video canceled. But he basically says that the prisoners that were here, the moment that they lose hope was the moment that they got sick. They just gave up. They wouldn't be. They just died, right? They just simply collapsed. They would die. They would get sick because they would lose hope. And that's something that he notices. The one thing that keep people, humanity alive is hope. Is hope. So yes, that's the message that I'm trying to tell you, and that I'm trying to tell myself is, yes, life might suck today. Life might it seems like nothing is gonna be good in the future, but you still gotta give that a shot. That's what I'm saying. I wanna end the game, because life is a game, and we are all a character. You know what I mean? That's one of the things that I think. But think about it, it's so interesting. Like I've been watching movies about this movie, Limitless, and then another movie that is called Matrix. Is fucking famous, right? The way I see it, man, is it's kind of like you gotta develop your character. You gotta develop and put in the hours of training, or kind of like update your software, which is your mind, right? Which is interesting, because think about it, like right now, like I'm Latino, right? I'm Hispanic, right? 10 years ago, I didn't even know what the fuck water meant. I didn't know what was the translation for water. What was the translation for cat, dog? I didn't know any English 10 years ago, right? Now I'm bilingual, right? So imagine 10 years, I'd be like, no, what the fuck? Like, this guy is making a YouTube video in English? That's crazy. I would, that's something that think, I wouldn't think that I would be capable of doing so. But I am, because I developed what this and this, which is a skill, right? Knowledge and skill. So it is the same thing. That's how I want to see life. That's how I want to see girls, right? Being funny is a skill, right? Being confident is a skill. Being social, it's a skill, and that's what I'm doing. Like, I work at a restaurant, right? And I am developing my skill set. I'm developing my character by learning the menu, by learning about drinks, which is stupid, right? But if I just get more knowledge here, right? Boom. Like, if I'm keep updating my software, and then someone can ask me, oh, like, what wine do you recommend for this, for a steak? Or I can be like, oh, you should get this red wine because of X, Y, and Z. I will have knowledge. That's what I'm looking towards. And it's like, you can do the same thing with everything. And another thing, same thing. I'm gonna put a picture of myself. I used to be really fat, but now I'm like, no, I lost weight and I'm good looking. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you haven't played enough. You have not played enough of this game. And even if you might feel like you have, which is totally fine to feel that way. But if you feel like you have played too much, you haven't really given it a shot. And even if you feel like you have given it a shot, give it another shot. If you lose a bet, keep betting, because everything will compound in the future. Like, literally, if you meditate for 5 minutes a day, if you do, that's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to put everything into categories, right? For example, I have complex PTSD. There are actions that will lead me towards a healed person, towards a healed human being. What are those, right? Based on the research, right? Therapy, exposing myself out there. Go out there and have conversation with the cashier, right? How has been your day so far? Do yoga for 20 minutes a day. That helps your brain. That helps with trauma. I'm doing psychedelics, right? I shouldn't have said that on my YouTube video. I'm microdosing. I'm taking lion's mane, which is something that you should take if you're watching this video. I'm doing these steps, and then all of these steps, tools, actions will help me with how I feel, with my mental health. And then one day I'm gonna be like, damn, why am I so confident? Damn, why do I feel so happy? Oh, because of the actions that I took. It probably took me weeks or months to feel them, but I'm like, damn, I'm seeing the fruits of my labor. So same thing. I want you to think about the thing that you hate the most, that is making your life miserable. Is it an addiction? Is it a corn addiction? Put them on a piece of paper and be like, what actions can I take so that my future self will not have to go through this, right? That's one thing that I try to think. And it's not about whether your life is miserable or not, right? We are always thinking about extremes. It's either everything or nothing, right? No one likes me. I'm not good at anything, right? No one likes me. Nothing will ever be good enough, right? Nothing, everything. We're always thinking in extremes. But your life is not that miserable, even if you feel like it. There must be 5 things right now. And there are 5 things in your life right now that you can be like, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that. Because there's a lot of people that don't have it. There's a lot of people that don't have those things. So if you just look at yourself, not with a shame, not with disappointment, and be like, oh yeah, I'm so ungrateful, dude, I'm a piece of shit. Not like that. But be like, hey, let's keep playing this game. Let's just be curious for 1 second and be like, where can we end up in life if I just give life another shot? If I just dedicate every day of my life. And I know, no, sorry, I didn't mean to say every day of my life, because that sounds like a lot. Like, oh my God, every day I gotta be the best. But just for the next 24 hours, what actions can you take today that will lead you towards a better future? And never lose hope. Think about it. There's nothing that doesn't have any solution. And I remember this book by The Subtle Art by Not Giving a Fuck, which says, we don't have problems, we have challenges. And that's good, because problems keep you busy. Because when you overcome them, your confidence go up. You go like, damn, I overcame this thing. Right? Like, let me tell you, look, right, I just thought about this, right? Like, I remember 8 years when I came to America, when I came to the US. I remember I went to a restaurant with my family. I remember I picked up the menu, and I was like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck am I looking at? I didn't understand a single thing that I saw on the menu. But now I'm studying the menu. I know what steak is. I know what beets are. I know what hanger steak is. I know what wines here. Once again, I had a challenge, and I overcame the challenge. So same thing with, excuse me. Same thing with your life. Look at one thing, whatever it is. You don't like your body? You can do something about it. All you gotta do is the right actions, and then later down the line, you are able to change. Literally. That's why I like to read books about, people overcoming challenges and things like that, and biographies, because one of the things that I notice, one of the things that I learn from all the successful people is you can live like a fucking loser for 10 years, right? In your 20s. I'm talking maybe 15 years, right? And maybe when you turn 35, you can be like, okay, I'm gonna lock in. You can lock in and be successful. You still have plenty of time compared to what other people are saying on social media. So never lose hope, and always keep playing this game. No matter how hard it feels, no matter how tired you feel, keep playing the game, because you will see that in history, you will see that in books, you will see that I'm trying to do this for myself too. People are able to turn the page, to flip the script, and that's what I want you to do. That's what I need you to do, to flip the script of your story. Yes, it fucking sucks. Yes, you have problems. They are not problems, they are challenges, but they are there so that you can conquer them. They are there so that you can feel confident that nothing can stop you. And even if you wanted to stop playing this game of life, even if you thought that it was hard to play, that you were playing a hard mode, you're like, oh shit, I like hard mode. I'm able to, build castles out of nowhere. So that's what I want you to picture in your head. That life is a game. It's not a beautiful game. It's a game full of challenges and dragons and enemies and monsters that you need to slay and conquer. Because the bigger the dragon, the bigger the victory. So once again, man, and like I said, this is one of the reasons that I'm posting this video, because I'm trying to live of purpose. Because I'm not gonna let my complex, my trauma, my personality disorder, my loneliness to stop me from making an impact in the world. So same thing, do something meaningful. And there's a lot of people that you have made smile. There's a lot of people that you have made laugh. There's a lot of people that will appreciate you and that will say beautiful things in your, let's say if you decided to stop playing this game, a lot of people would miss you, man. And a lot of people would have beautiful things to say about you. Just think about that. And find a reason why. Don't lose hope. Don't let your negative thoughts stop you from, to make you think that things will never change and things will remain the same no matter how hard you try. Those are lies from your brain. Those are not logical statements. So thank you for watching.